Anora hamakom hazeh. Manora 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 hamakom hazeh. Boker Tov, good morning. Here we are back on Friday once more. It looks like a beautiful day out, but don't be fooled. It's freezing out there. Literally windy and cold, and Linda's thinking, well, it's cool down here, but it's not cold like it is up here. It is so good to be with you this morning. I was thinking about what to talk about, what to share, what to feel in these moments. There's a lot of us that are just struggling with all that's going on in the world, things that are going on in our own lives, things that are going in the lives of the ones we love, things that are going on in our country and globally and in our holy cities. And we look for solace, we look for holiness, we look for refuge, we look for the things that get us from moment to moment, that connect our dots, that allow us to navigate and figure out and stand still and walk in the same breath. Some of us find solace in prayer, in connection with one another, be it in a traditional setting or not. Some of us take refuge in relationship, our own relational space to that which is in the world, or relationship as in relation with another human. And all of us, I think, search out our tradition for wisdom and guidance, or we wouldn't be here checking in every single day, 6 days a week. We wouldn't be finding our way in the world if it wasn't for that which we connect ourselves to what was in order to become what we are and hopefully bring it forward to what will be. So in this week's Parsha, in this week's portion, we've talked about it multiple days already. We talked about Jacob's dream. Yaakov laying down, putting his head on a rock, having this dream of mystery encounter with the divine. This divine encounter where it was almost unbelievable, like a dream, for it was a dream. The mystery calls breakthrough what you think you know. Break through that which is old and be in this moment so that you can move from this place, Bet El, this house of God, to somewhere else, to something else, to something that, you're not sure of your footing, but be sure that there is connection with divine. I think for many of us, we spend a lot of time, or we've contemplated at least once in our life, this idea of mystery, this idea of divine connection, this idea of God, this concept of what a conversation with God, or I'm not hearing what God's saying, or why isn't God talking to me? And part of that is our own anxiety and fear about the unknown, that we're waiting for something that we're just not sure. Like, are we able to break through to a place of not knowing? Our whole life feels like that, and with that comes this trouble. I don't think it's trouble. This unsettledness with being frightened, being anxious, being fearful, being okay with that which is uncertainty. It says, Mano Ra Hamakom Hazeh, Genesis 28, 17 or 18. You can look it up if you care to know what verse it is. I think it's 17. Genesis 28, 17. We'll go with that. It says, how terrifying it is not to know. How frightening to be with uncertainty. Mano Ra Hamakom Hazeh. How awesome is this place? How do you know if it's awesome? You had one dream there. You put your head on a rock and all of a sudden you wake up the next morning and how awesome is this place where God dwells? I don't think the majority of us have had that aha moment or repeated aha moments or this, that was definitely God. I don't know what else it was. If you have, mazel tov, that you should have that good fortune. But for the majority of us, we go on listening, we go on searching, we go on diving deeper in order to find, to narrow down, to find in our own expanse the ability to receive that which is divine energy. Jacob's journey reminds us that fear is an understandable response. He left the house that he knew, his parents' house, fleeing from his brother, but claims to be freeing towards finding a wife. He's fearful if he stays. He's fearful if he goes. It sounds like us. Somebody has a bad job and they just keep doing the job and doing the job. Because they're fearful that they don't know what else is out there. If they leave, what will happen? Relationships that are certainly not ones that we would want to be in ourselves. And people stay because, well, they're scared to leave or they're scared of what they don't know could be for them. We live in a world that's been shaken. Forget about shaken. It feels like we're on that old ride in Universal Studios, Earthquake. But we're in a constant shake. We have been rattled as our world shakes. And it's not all there is. It's not only in the vibration. It's in the breath. It's in the place. It's in the moments where it stops for a second. There is strength, there is courage, there is awareness and possibility. There is guidance that comes from each other and from the realm of the divine presence, the mystery that is, that sometimes feels so far off. Many of us are waiting to have that dream like Yaakov, like Jacob had, where it was really clear God was in this place and I didn't know it. Or how awesome is this place? There is a fierce love. There is a fierce acceptance. There is a fierce presence waiting to be released on behalf of all life. But it is that we are waiting to be released. We're waiting to be able to say, I feel it. I know it. I'm in it. And divine presence is right there with us. Even when we can't say, Mano Ra Hamakom Hazeh, that we're not aware, that we're not feeling it, that we don't feel the connection, that we didn't hear the voice, that we didn't see, that we didn't touch, feel, we didn't use our senses, or we didn't sense it. It's waiting to be released. within us. That the divine is there, present in this place, and we didn't know it. Most of us are waiting for this aha moment, but it doesn't need to be that aha moment. It could just be that the realization that says, hey, wait a second. A piece of that connected divinity is within us. It starts with me and it starts with you. And by the time we put it all together, those little fragments become this beautiful stained glass. The one with perfect colors. The one that the light hits just right. So that the light can go through. Some light can refract and bounce off. But there we are in this beautiful portrait of what limitless possibility looks like. That which is a place of radical amazement. May we continue to help each other stand in this place, even when we feel rattled. May we inspire each other in ways of courageous imagination and daring vision. And together we lift our eyes. We hope that together we can lift our eyes in time to the possibilities not yet seen, those waiting to be discovered. We are one human family, one heart of abundant love. We love you. Mano Raha Makom Hazeh. How amazing, how awesome is this place that we get to call our own connection time. That we have this connection going since March 14th, 2020. It's truly remarkable, amazing, as we gather more people, as we find ourselves in these moments. It's the moments of connection that remind us that the divine spark exists even when we can't feel it. Services tonight will be at 6:30. Tomorrow morning we have the bat mitzvah of Charlie Broadleib, so we will not be broadcasting until 10 a.m. But it's for all of you that we show up each and every day. Wishing you a warm Shabbat Shalom. Let's prepare to bring that divine spark, ignite it and reignite it over and over. Every time it seems like that light goes out, it's not out. It's just flickering as we are in the rumble of what the world is showing us. I love you, Eileen. Bet, Elise, Jeneba, Rabbi, Linda, all of you that are watching that didn't check in because the number is different than the number of check-ins. Reminder, we love you. Am Yisrael Chai. The Jewish people live because we won't let them die. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael, Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. Od Avinu Chai. We'll see you at 6:30, waiting to see your beautiful faces as we welcome the radiant face of Shabbat together. Make the best of this day, folks. Mano Raha Makom Hazeh. How awesome is this place where God dwells even when we can't see God. Have a great day.